What is going on? I am back in the world of Dokkan. As you can see, a lot has changed. I think the last time I made a video, there was no LR Goku. LR Goku wasn't around. LR Bardock wasn't around. I just got that guy. He literally just came out like 2 weeks ago. But, you know, I just got him now because Mondays are hard days. And there is a global pandemic, and the stock market went beyond fucked. And I'll be completely honest with you. I mean, the fact that I have so much more free time now, quote-unquote free time, you'd think that I'd have more motivation to, like, want to do a bunch of things. But ever since I've been staying home and not going out, I'm so, like, drained. Does not even begin to capture the amount of energy I lose regularly. And yes, I am doing a couple summons on this fucking trap banner. This is the ultimate trap, bro. Don't summon on this shit unless you're retarded or you have nothing better to do. But really, what else is there to do, bro? What am I supposed to actually study for the interview I have this Friday? Oh man, damn, that reminds me. Man, a lot of things have changed, bro. A lot of things have changed. So, obviously, last time I made a video, I did not think that this coronavirus would be as bad as it is. It honestly ended up being worse and worse and worse and worse. Currently, I actually went out today, April 19. I went out for the first time since March 10. So, like, a month and 9 days I did not go out. And when I went out in my state, it's mandatory to wear a mask. And I don't have a mask, so I just wore, like, a fucking bandana, like fucking CJ from fucking San Andreas. And I just, you know, went to the store, got some shit, came back home, and the whole time I'm driving, I got this dumb fucking mask on my face. I feel like an asshole. I fucking hate it. And it's crazy, bro. The world is a different place. The world is really a fucking different place. And honestly, I've been very busy, which is a good thing. I'm happy that I have, like, lost a lot of, like, energy. Like, I don't have as much energy in the sense that I don't think I'm necessarily, like, sad, depressed, or anything like that, but it's just my energy took a hit. Like, just staying home all the time, not going out, not being able to see friends, and the impending economic doom. Like, right now, if you don't know, the Federal Reserve and Donald Trump are basically, they fused together. Donald Trump and fucking Powell from the Federal Reserve fused together to create the almighty being known as print press. They print money, print money, print money, and then the Treasury buys. So right now there's record unemployment numbers, but there's also record fucking Treasury acquisitions, as well as ridiculous amount of printing. So next year, I'm sure my taxes are going to be bigger, better, fatter, faster, stronger. All the better, faster, stronger. And actually, at my company last week was the first layoffs at my company. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much L's all around. I did not get laid off. My manager got laid off, which was weird, so I don't have a manager anymore. There was another guy in my company who was there for like 8 years. He got laid off. A lot of things changing. My dad actually couldn't go to work for a week because, you know, Corona came through and fucked everything up, which is pretty crazy. But thankfully, my dad was able to. He had like a couple vacation days saved up, so he at least had the bills keep going. So yeah, not a lot of good news. I mean, I guess, you know, thankfully I still have my job, you know what I mean? And I have been, you know, since like January or February, definitely February, I've been looking for different job opportunities. I've been applying to more jobs, interviewing more, and I'm actually very happy I've done that. And I'm in the process this week. I have an interview with fucking TikTok of all places. I don't know why they liked my resume so much. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't call me, but I got an actual interview. And then I have a phone call with Facebook next week. I don't know how far the phone call with Facebook is going to go. I mean, it's nice that they're at least calling me, but there's so many developers that apply to that job, and I don't even remember the job description. But either way, it's probably going to be good interview experience. I've been, that's one good thing that I'm very like happy about, is that since this whole thing has gone down, I have actually been studying a lot. Like as I get interviews, I study more towards that interview. But I've done a pretty decent job in terms of just studying and trying to figure out my weaknesses and what to do. And for me, like, I don't know what it is. If anyone out there wants to be a software engineer in the process of applying for software jobs, I'll tell you right now, dude, this year, the year 2020, for some reason, people fucking love matrix problems. Like, every interview I got, like 2/3 of the tests have revolved around matrices of relations. Not really relations, more like you just have a matrix and you need to manipulate that matrix, which is so on. I hate fucking matrices. Not so much from the math perspective, but from the perspective of using it in Java or even a programming language. It's so fucking annoying. You gotta, and dude, the way they make their problems is like such bullshit, where they drain you as much as possible. Where they're like, listen, bro, if you want, we gotta move this shit around, but no temporary memory. No temporary memory. So for a lot of problems, like I had an Amazon interview, I had a Reddit interview, I had what else? I had a shit ton of interviews, and a lot of them revolved around you're given some matrix, take this matrix, rotate it 90 degrees, or take this matrix and only rotate the diagonal of the matrix. That's one problem I got. It's so, dude, it's so fucking annoying because they give you so little time to do these problems. Like, ideally, for me, on average, it takes me an hour to solve one. Like, if I never saw the problem before, and I don't know, like, any type of fucking way to address it, it's probably going to take me an hour to an hour and a half. Not going to even lie. Who the fuck is it? Oh, this is the Android Vegeta. It's going to take me an hour to an hour and a half. On average, it's like 50 minutes to an hour. Bro, these motherfuckers, the maximum time they will fucking give you is 45 minutes. That is the absolute max. And I swear to Christ almighty, like, so many times, like, for my Amazon interview, I was so close to, like, there was, like, a small bug that I was trying to fix. If I had legit, like, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, I would have been Gucci. The fucking test ended and just kicked me out. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And then what I saw online that got me salty, that someone said, and I was like, fuck, I wish I thought of that, is that people have, like, interviewed in the past and like, I didn't have enough time. And what they did is they emailed the recruiter with a GitHub link. And they're like, hey, listen, I didn't finish it in that time, but a couple minutes later, an hour later, whatever, sooner than later, it didn't take me that long. I ended up making the solution, and I put it in GitHub. Here, take a look. I don't know how well that would have worked out for me, but it would have been better than what I had, which was the incomplete solution, which fucking sucks. But yeah, I've been studying for interviews. I've been going in interviews. I've been talking to draining recruiters. When you, first time you go and look for a job, you gotta realize that some recruiters are drainers and some recruiters will give you energy. More times than not, they drain you. Like, there's some lady who was like a recruiter for Walmart, and I'm so happy I didn't, like, you cannot, when you applied it for jobs, on God, do not get involved or, like, feel like, don't ever look at a job and be like, oh my God, like, I want this job, I need this job. Just fucking do it, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Because, like, for the first time I started applying, I remember there was a couple jobs I was like, oh man, I would love to have that job. And then, like, once I didn't get it, it was like, oh, I'm heartbroken. So literally for me, I don't look at the job description. I'll look at the job description once I am in the process of applying. And it's literally, is this guy in the banner? Why the fuck is he so common? Why are you so common, Virginia? Damn, this is looking at ass fucking banner. What the fuck? Okay, this ain't that bad, but what the fuck is wrong with the fucking Dokkan, bro? Holy shit. What the fuck is wrong with these niggas? Like, they put this they featured this fucking Vegeta, dude? Are you out of your fucking mind? Holy shit. You know what? I don't mind getting this guy. I do not want to see another one of this fucking guy. I swear to God. Dude, when they made that Vegeta, even when he first came out, he was so shit, dude. I have no perform a multi-summon to get Elder Kai ×1. Honestly, I could give a fuck. If that was like 5, maybe I'd be doing multis, but I could give a fuck about one elder guy eat my ass. Um, but yeah, first time I was applying to jobs, like I would lose so much energy because I'd read the job description, I'd really think about it, blah blah. Listen, bro, some of these motherfuckers, like when they make their job description, they just put everything in that bitch. And then sometimes, like the worst job description I've ever seen is the ones where they list front end, back end, middleware, software, hardware, fucking Swift, iOS, Android. And it's like, nigga, who you hiring for? You trying to get a department or you trying to get an individual? What the fuck is this shit? So like, you gotta realize eventually that like recruiters are retarded. There's actually one guy on YouTube. I can't remember his name, but I remember like I think his channel's name is like Grindreel, Grindreel. Dude, if you watch that channel, that's one of the most realistic, good life experience examples for applying for software jobs, and just literally you apply. Like, you don't think about it, you just apply. Any job, really, you just apply and you don't think about it. You let them decide if you're a dickhead. Don't ever, like what I did in the beginning, I'm like, oh, I don't think I'm good enough for the job. Oh, I don't think I'll be a good fit there. Nigga, you apply. If they want to make a mistake and hire, they go make a mistake and hire. I don't give a shit. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm happy that I'm applying for jobs again. I was doing it originally just as a, if I get a better offer, jump ship. But now it's like, dude, there's no way. I find it very unlikely that my company's not going to have another layoff, because this is literally like the beginning of the economic hardship. It's nothing really even happened yet. I know my company was saying that they wanted to lay people off now and avoid layoffs later, but I don't know. I don't buy that. I'm also not happy with the way that my company laid people off. Dude, no bullshit. Like, literally, you just looked, like, I think it was Thursday or Wednesday, where you just sign in and you just see people's accounts deactivated. Like, you just see my manager's account deactivated, some other guy's account deactivated, and people are like, okay, what's going on? And then, dude, after the whole day of people being like, I don't know what's going on, I don't get it, or people getting laid off, like, what's happening? At 6:30, like 6:30, after everyone's done with work, everyone's like already worried. That's when the CEO of the company's like, hey guys, yeah, we had to lay some people off. What are you gonna do? The economy, what are you gonna do? The corona, what are you gonna do? And then the next day, they're like, yeah, if you don't have a manager, we'll get you a manager, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, literally no warning. Like, 2-3 weeks ago, these motherfuckers were talking about, like, this is the thing. I feel bad for people who've been at this company for a long time, because they high-key did not see this layoff coming. And a lot of people that have been there for a long time did get laid off. Like, at the end of the day, my company has a new CEO. He's been there for 2 months. He's not the founder. He could give a fuck about the company low-key. And our company dynamic is extremely different ever since it took on as an investor. Someone who is a large investing partner, and they call the shots. Like, what they say go. And my company for a long time has tried to say, like, we don't do everything they say, we don't do this and that because they say it. But, like, high key, this layoff, if the old CEO was still in power, and if this investment company wasn't so aggressive to try to hit a monetary goal by the end of 2020, they probably wouldn't have laid people off. They probably would have just rode it out like they did in 2008. See, that's one thing that people were saying. They're like, guys, don't worry. Our company, it survived the 2008 layoff. We're strong, don't worry. And, like, dude, the economic hardship did not even happen yet. The company already laid people off preemptively, right? Because they wanted to basically hit their goals, and they wanted to basically be scumbags, essentially. Because, like, they even said, they're like, we thought about maybe we could do pay cuts, or maybe we could do no raises. And honestly, the reason why they did what they did is because if they did pay cuts, people that could leave would leave, right? Because pay cuts is basically saying, listen, I'm loyal to you employees. Will you be loyal to me? Which most people, like, nigga, we software engineers, we getting money. If I'm telling you right now, my check gets cut in half. My ass is taking the first offer. I've gotten shitty job offers at companies where I didn't really care about it. But if the money green, the money green. Like, the fuck out of here with that shit. Especially with my company where it's like it has cash surplus. The fucking... Dude, another thing is that a lot of people in my company that, like, were people in leadership started dipping. Like, even before this corona shit, they started dipping. The VP dipped. One of the executives dipped. a lot of people that were like high up dipped because they low key, and I even heard this from the VP of technology. He's like the head honcho of our technology department, where he's like, yeah, you know, with our investor, one thing that they really look for is to either take a company and make them worth a lot and sell them off, or why the fuck is Caroli in here? Or what they want to do is take a company that's worth more and then merge it with another company or something like that. I don't know. I don't fucking know. And it's just like, and he even said, like, I don't know what's going to happen, but in 2 or 3 years, they're going to want to see their money back for their investment. So, like, I have a feeling that that guy is, like, looking for an exit. Like, I could feel it in my balls because, like, in the past, he's like, yeah, they're not bad. They're good people, da. And now they're like, yo, you know, they're looking for an investment, boy. Plain and simple. Which is pretty crazy because, I don't know, like, I feel like my company is, like, a good company. Or it was better than what it is now, honestly, to be completely honest with you. Because in the past, it was, like, more of a... Like, they didn't I never saw a layoff at this company ever. Obviously, with the economy the way it is, it makes sense to be weary. You know what I mean? Like, scared that, oh, you know, shit might go down. But at the same time, like, our company had an amazing Q1. They're envisioning that Q2 and Q3 are going to be bad, and it's probably going to affect the business to a degree. But at the same time, like... it's like we may be experiencing a V-shaped recovery. Like, as you can see, like, if you look at the stock market, the reason why the stock market has been green as everyone's losing their jobs is that everyone's anticipating that May is going to be like a rebuilding month, and then June we're going to be back to where we were in like December of last year in terms of like production, work, etc. Which may or may not happen. There's really no way to tell. It depends on if the evil Bill Gates will allow it or not. That's another thing that's crazy is, like, the past, like, 2 months, my fucking parents, my mom especially, has gotten sucked into Alex Jones jutsu where she doesn't even know she's an Alex Jones jutsu. She's like, yeah, you know, with the coronavirus, I heard that 5G cell towers cause coronavirus and that there's a new world order and and I'm like trying to do work. I'm trying to keep my job, and I'm just trying to, like, fend off stupidity and be like, dude, please just fucking chill the fuck out. Please just take it easy. But, yeah, it's been a very eventful month, personally. I've been looking for jobs. Unfortunately, there was a huge layoff at my company. A lot of people got laid off. And the economy is going to shit. Donald Trump's going to be president again, whether that be a good thing or a bad thing, because, you know, Joe Biden, he existed, therefore he is the Democratic candidate. I'll tell you what, though, the funniest thing about Joe Biden running for president is that Obama waited till the last second to endorse him. Like, dude, that whole time Obama was like, I do not want to endorse this dumb fuck. I know he's ass. And then once it looked like Biden was, like, the only candidate that was going to make it to the end, you just see Obama, he's like, well, what are you going to do, dude? I got to fucking endorse my boy. I've always been a great fan of Mr. Joe, Sleepy Joe, Dementia Joe. Great guy. So, at least that's something to look forward to. I'm sure November the debates are going to be hilarious, just listening to Donald Trump say Sleepy Joe 50 times. And then in the middle of his argument, have Joe Biden fall asleep, and then get back up after a 20-minute nap. But it is what it is. I think that's enough blue balls for me. As you can see, I spent like 230 Dragon Stones. I'm going to do one multi, call it quits. This is a trap banner. You really shouldn't do it. But honestly, I pretty much lost the will to live. I really could care less. I mean, what's the point of Dragon Stones when, you know, you have the fear of losing your job. You have the fear of the economy going to shit. You got another fucking election. You got everybody losing their mind. Wanting to go to fucking war with China. What's it matter, dude? What's the fucking point of Dragon Balls? What's the point of Dragon Stones? Who gives a shit? It doesn't fucking matter. At the end of the day, the fucking clock keeps turning. The economy keeps moving. Whether I have a job or don't have a job, it's still going to take a while to get back to square one. But, it is what it is. What are you going to do? But, there you go. I got 10 blue coins and 1 fucking Elder Kai. I'll do one more single summon just to top it off. But I think, I'm thinking that hopefully May will be a better month. And honestly, I'm not that sad. I'm not that upset. I'm more so exhausted because I stayed up all night last night because I couldn't sleep. There you go. Ended on new SSR. Stayed up last night because I couldn't sleep. So right now, I'm running off fumes. Monday is fucking... Let's see how many drinks I have sitting here to recoup what I just lost. No, not bad. Not bad. That's a decent amount. That's a decent amount. Yeah, I'm thinking that May should be a better month in general, I hope. I honestly don't know. But, hey, man, at the end of the day, what can I say? This LR Goku banner is literally... This is probably one of the worst banners I've ever seen. I'm not even joking, dude. Like, if I wasn't, like, mentally, ill right now and like, completely, like, retarded... I would have never done this. Like, I don't know why anyone would do this banner. This is literally one of the worst banners I've ever seen ever. Like, this is pure dog shit. But at the end of the day, what can I say? I'll do one more single because I can't leave it on. I can't leave it on a fucking W. I gotta leave it on an L. What can I say? I'm hoping May. The Ides of March is past us. May is on the way. There is going to be no basketball this year, but I'm praying to God that fucking football can come. I really don't want to miss the fucking Super Bowl. Already, dude, this past Sunday or Saturday, I was looking forward to the Khabib Nurmagomedov and Tony Ferguson fight, but that got fucking canned, dude. It got fucking completely canceled because no one could fucking fight. Like, Khabib was stuck in Russia. No one could fucking come to the U.S. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, everything that I look forward to, like, goes away in the end. And you could have it all. My empire of dirt. So, there you go. Ended it on an L. I don't know what else to say. I'm really hoping that I get more energy in May. And, I would say, I did not completely not make videos. I did make videos on my shitty shitpost channel and my programming channel. I'll put that in the description if you're interested. But until next time, I really hope that the niggas in China stop eating fucked up food. Seriously, they're being dragons and shit.